Hello, everyone. I'm Joseph Giarraputo, founder and editorial director of Global Finance, speaking from New York. I'm joined by Kamuta, group head, payment services, cash management, and client access at Ecobank. He's based in Lagos. Ecobank is a pan-African banking group with operations in 33 countries in Africa. Global Finance just named Ecobank the best cash management bank in Africa. Isaac, welcome.
Thank you.
Isaac, what are some of the challenges with making payments across various African nations and currencies? And how has Ecobank overcome them?
I think when you look at Africa, one of the mistakes that people make is to think that Africa is one country. But the reality is that Africa is over 55 countries. And when you look at making payments within the African continent, you have to look at it in that light. That these are many countries with different currencies, and even most critical is different exchange control regulations in each of these countries. And so when you want to make payments in the continent, you have to think about how do I navigate those exchange control regulations, make sure that the payments are made within regulations so you don't end up with fines. How do you do the currency conversion, to make sure that you can be able to deliver the currency that the customers want? How do you ensure that the currency itself is available? How do you ensure that you have the right technology to be able to do all these conversions and be able to deliver the currency that the customer is looking for? And so in trying to do payments in Africa as Ecobank, these are some of the challenges we've had to deal with and ensure that we have the right technology to be able to respond and service our customers despite all those challenges that you find here.
How does Ecobank's experience working in a pan-African environment benefit clients?
You see, when it comes to serving customers, one of the things that you have to do is to make sure that your customer needs are the center of everything that you do. And when you look at navigating the number of countries that I've just mentioned in the previous discussion, you have to then ask, these customers are doing business, they are selling, they are being paid, they are manufacturing, they are importing, and therefore you have to ask yourself, how do I help these customers in fulfilling their objectives? So as Ecobank, across the 34 countries that we operate in, where we have full banking licenses, which is 33 in Africa and our Ecobank International affiliate in Paris, we've had to make sure that we can be able to provide advisory services to our customers and help them navigate the regulations, the different payment systems that exist in this continent. And so we've had to work with our clients, reach a point where we can be able to advise them on the best ways and the most efficient ways of doing business within the African continent. So I would say, as Ecobank, that is one of the things that we value a lot, working with our customers and helping them navigate all those challenges and helping them succeed. Because when you help customers succeed, guess what? We ourselves as a bank, we also succeed. And so really working with our customers to get them navigate all those challenges and solve them and get them to do more business within the continent is something that is very dear to us.
Can you share your recent tech innovations that have made banking easier for clients?
For example, if you are a treasurer who is maybe sitting outside the African continent, you want to make sure you've got a single window through which you can be able to do all your banking services. You don't want to have, 55 banking relationships. So one of the products innovations that we've really recently made is a service that we call Africa Collect that enables our customers to have an account with one Ecobank affiliate and leverage all the other 34 countries to be able to sell and collect centrally. So to that extent, they don't need to open multiple accounts. They can have one account and we can be able to help them collect across those 33 countries in Africa, and of course the one that I've mentioned in Ecobank International in Paris. So that solution is something that has really added a lot of value to our clients, and especially our big clients that are operating in multiple countries, by giving them a single connection using one technology, connecting in one location, but enabling you to be able to collect across multiple countries. We call it Africa Collect, and it's just one of the many solutions. In fact, alongside Africa Collect is also what we call Africa Pay, which is doing exactly the reverse, where the customers collect, but once they collect and the funds have come in, we provide them a single window through which they can be able to make payments across the 3 countries in Africa and 1 in Paris. And that payment file or that connection is coming to us through one central point. So you don't have to go and do multiple integrations, to be able to do Kenya shillings, to be able to do Uganda shillings or Rwandese francs, or the Zimbabwean dollar. You come to us through a single connection. We pick up the file and we're able to split up that file and fire it into the various countries for processing locally. We call that Africa Pay, and it's again one of the solutions that we are very proud of, that our customers today are enjoying, both those that are in the African continent, but also those that are actually in the outside the continent, in North America, in Europe, in Asia, in China, in India, and all those locations. We've got customers sitting there, and actually they are working. We are helping them do business in Africa.
What sort of market insights does Ecobank offer clients doing business across Africa?
The first thing is data, and one of the advantages of being on the ground, having a physical presence, and not just a small presence but a big presence. As you know, where Ecobank operates, we do everything. So we support our corporate banking clients, which are the big multinationals, the big local corporates. We also support our small and medium enterprises, our African entrepreneurs that are starting up businesses. We support them. We also support the consumer, the African consumer, consumer client. So by being able to provide services to those 3 lines of segment enables us to be able to look at how we can tailor the solutions that all these 3 lines of business are consuming. Now, for us to be able to do that, we leverage our local expertise. We call it boots on the ground. So, for example, if you want to know today what happened in Uganda, I've got a team in Uganda that is connected to the rest of the 34 branches. They can be able to tell me, oh, today the clearinghouse has changed, and now the file format has changed. We are moving to this particular file format. I'm able to know what's happening in Zimbabwe, or they've just changed the currency has changed, or something like that. That local knowledge, be able to analyze that and make it available to our clients who need that to be able to do to do business. Another very important thing is also we see taxation changing. For example, recently a lot of governments are now beginning to to put a digital tax. Again, because we are on the ground, we are involved in all the banking associations, committees, and so we're able to pick up all these things at inception before they even become law, and be able to share this expertise and this data with our clients. And the real objective is really to make it as easy as possible for customers to do business in Africa. The whole idea of Ecobank, and even from our creation, was to make Africa seamless to customers, so they don't have to navigate those 55 countries. We're able to do that for them and present them just one view, by removing all those things. So that's data information that we share very happily with our clients, and they found it of great value.
What are some of the competitive and strategic advantages Ecobank offers African clients?
I would say the number one advantage that a customer who is working with Ecobank gets, I think it's the coverage. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you are a treasurer and you are doing business in multiple countries, the first thing that you want is a single view to your business, a single view for your treasury management, a single view to be able to look at your working capital requirements, a single view to be able to respond to regulatory issues. For example, regulators will come and say you need to pay your tax. in this country, in this other country. You just want one single view that you can be able to consolidate and aggregate all those things and be able to respond in running your business. That's what Ecobank provides. One single view across 34 countries, one banking instance, one technology, no multiple access points, and our customers are able to get that one single view. The second thing that our customers get, I think, is the technology, because we can have the network, the Pan-African network, which I think is unrivaled. There's no other bank that has got the network that we've got or even comes close to us. But not only is this network large, but it's also connected. So our customers are able to get the same look and feel of Ecobank. So if you're banking with us, for example, in Nigeria, where I'm talking to you from, and you're a corporate client or a commercial banking client or consumer banking client, the technology you use to access the bank for your payments, whether it's instant payments or ACH type of payments, or you're doing your cross-border funds transfer, is exactly the same technology you get when you go to Ghana. It's the same experience that you go when you get in Equatorial Guinea. It's the same experience you get in Mali. It's the same experience in Senegal, in Cape Verde, in Sao Tome, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, in Malawi, in Zambia, in Kenya, in South Sudan. Exactly the same experience that you get when you move to all those countries. And I think that is something that our customers appreciate, and anybody who is wanting to do business in Africa is something that they should seriously consider, because we're able to do that for our clients.
That was very good. Mr. Kamuta, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.